3, 2, 1. Yes, and it is on. All right, guys, so let's kick it off. So, thanks for joining our webinar, which will be focused on how to convert people who gave you likes or comments on LinkedIn into meetings. And what I want to show you today is that how I'm turning, and I'll share my screen right away. I want to show you how I'm turning our content, which is, I think I have it here. So if you can see my screen, how we are converting content like this, where we are getting quite a lot of engagement. So this is from this is like a week ago. Another one also last week. Again, hundreds of engagements, and yeah, each of these posts it's around 50,000 impressions, so close to 100,000 impressions. So how we actually turn this into users and having meetings. So what I want to show you today is how to turn any post that you might find successful. By the way, I'm doing this not only on my post, but I'm also doing this on competitors. So it doesn't need to be exactly your content. You can do it also from content of other people, and effectively you can steal the audience of somebody else. But I want to show you how I get from this to a lot of people who actually subscribe to the other content. So as you can see, these last 2 weeks were very successful. So we had a huge increase of subscribers, and how we turn them into people who actually book meeting with us. So if I go to my calendar like this, uh, all this it's called lead speaker intro. So all of these meetings, well, last week I was on Slash, but the week before, so I'm actually getting fully booked from a robot on autopilot, and this is
Your
also
calendar is not visible if you're showing. Your calendar is not visible.
sorry, let me interesting. So let me try this again. Entire screen, okay. Yeah, so I will show again. So how we get from post like this and engagement like this into increase of subscribers that we can further nurture with other marketing campaigns. I mean, like marketing campaigns. We are trying to send content that is actually not a bullshit, but something that is valuable and useful. Ahead and not really asking for anything. So how we turn people from posts like this into subscribers. So you can see, sorry here. So you can see that we had like two successful posts last week, which helped us to get big uptake in subscribers, and how we then turn them into demos. So which is this is my calendar. So all of these meetings are basically a calendar link in the email, and all of that is being run on autopilot. So this is my calendar. If I add my colleague Todd, so he just calls a different discovery call. So a lot of so it's pretty he gets booked just from the content. Uh, All right. So to do something like this, all of you can try this out. So feel free to sign up to Lead Picker. If you haven't done this yet, do it. I will also upload for you 1,000 credits more. So you can use them to enrich emails from 5 different providers that we pay, which is ZoomInfo, Rocket Reach, Apollo, Lucia, and I think Prospera, and then zero bounds. So if you sign up, I'll upload 1,000 credits more, so you have enough to play around. And I will show you how the workflow works. So let's start with this robot. By the way, this is how the robot looks in the reality. So one was working on one of these posts, which was based on the slush event that I visited, which is this one. And as you can see, I'm here getting 18% reply rate. So 18% of people who engaged actually also replied to me. And there's much more who just clicked on something or signed up or anything. And on the other post, which is these account tracking post, I got 23% reply rate, which is really great. Basically, 1 out of 4 replied, and there is much more people who actually, connect, click, anything. If I look into the report, so let's go to the report. You can see like this. You can see that I basically made a sequence where I was sending a LinkedIn message to anybody who was already connected with me first. Then if this person wasn't connected to me as a first level degree, then it got skipped, and I sent an email. And if I wasn't successful finding a verified email address, then it was skipped, and I sent connection request. So I tried to have connection request as the as the last step, because they are the more valuable, because you can't send unlimited amount of them. uh, if you look at the statistics, then I got 49 replies on the first step. Then I got 7 replies on the email, 5% reply rate. And then I got uh, yeah, in that step, I got 189 people who connected with me out of 227, and 8 of them replied after the connection request. So in total, if you put all of that together, uh, 28%, 5%, 4%, we somehow came up with having 23 and 18% reply rate. Okay, so how to set up something like this? Uh, if you want to track and any post and turn it into likes and comments, you can just create a new project in your Speaker account, which is what I recommend you to do and try out. And here, click on start from scratch. You can just name the project. So let's call it link LinkedIn post webinar. You click on create, and now we want to fill this project with leads generated by a robot. So click on robot, and here there are 3 different types of robots. We will focus today on the post tracker, but also just to let you know, we can scrape basically any amount of leads from LinkedIn, from Sales Navigator, or from the one that you don't need to pay for, without being blocked, because we don't really use your account for scraping. We also can monitor job portals, so we can reach out to somebody who is, for example, just looking for developers. So if you offer the service, you can reach out to them at the day when they post. But today we will focus on this post tracker, and there are 3 options. I will use the first one because I have a specific post that I want to scrape. But just to let you know, you can also monitor, if you don't know exactly what post you want, but you know what person you want to monitor for and scrape, then you can use this one and just include the link of that person, and you can upload as many people as you want. So you can monitor all your competitors, or you know similar products or influencers, and steal the audience. Also, there is the third option, where you can, if you don't know which post and you don't know which person, you can just include keywords and you can monitor any topic on LinkedIn. So for us, anytime when somebody mentions a competitor, we use it as a keyword when we get the audience. or when somebody mentions automation of marketing, sales, we can track all of that. So let me focus on this one. And the setup is very simple. It's really a few clicks. All you need to do is to enter the post to the link. So let's go for example, for this one. So all you need to do is to copy the link to the post. You go back to the robot, you put it here, and you can also include more than just one post, so you can do more of them. And then you can decide if you want to scrape everyone, which is what I did for my use case. But sometimes you want to scrape only the people who are a specific persona. Let's say only founders or only salespeople or only really anything. So if you want to do that, you can just type down what personas you want, or you can scrape everyone. So click, and basically that's it. There is a bit more in the advanced settings, like how many people you want to scrape. I will speed this up today because I had there, yeah, like maybe 600 people. So it's actually pretty fast, but it could take a couple of minutes. So let me do like, yeah, let me do like 23 or something like this. Yeah. So I want this amount of people who liked or commented, and I click on create robot. That's it. That's it. The robot is created. It starts within a second. So if you click on it, you will see that it's already running. And I believe like in a minute we will see the results. The results will be in this format. So if I go here, the result will be in format like this. So you get the name, you get the email, which which. So we are using 5 different providers. So the success rate of verified emails that doesn't bounce, it's very high. And if we are not able to verify and make sure that this won't bounce, then we just don't show it because it will only damage your reputation. So you get the name, you get the LinkedIn, company name, company website, country position. Now you get the type of sorry, not the type of engagement. Yeah, the type of engagement is here. If it was comment or like, and if it's comment, then you know what they commented. So I was actually asking in this post to comment reconnect to get the lead magnet, which I will show you in a minute. So let's go back. So this is what we get. Yeah, and this is how the data look like. So as you can see, I have LinkedIn on everybody. On most of the people, I also have verified email, so I can combine all of that. And what's beautiful with lead speaker is that you can really set a sequence, which is many steps. So if somebody replies on LinkedIn, then a follow up by email, doesn't go through because we we are able to. So we connected all together. So you can do email, connection request, message, email, and if somebody replies, it stops. So nobody gets, another email if you are already having conversation on LinkedIn. So that's this. If we look at the sequence, so there is one thing I wanted to show you, which is the resource which are giving to the people. It's also in the other workflow, like this one. So we do it in every workflow, in every message, like this one. So I will show you. So anybody who gets the message can click on the link, and this is how we try to convert people from email to our lead nurturing campaign. So we basically tell them, okay, I'll give you some free resource which is useful. Here is the link, and all they need to do is to give us the email. So let's do like a demo.com, and once they click on this, they get the resource right away. So here is the resource. This post was about an AI powered spreadsheet. with attendees on the conference slash that I visited. And so we made a beautiful lead magnet where, like in this one, if you wanted to meet with, let's say, if you wanted to meet with investors, uh, like this, and if you want to meet investor who invest in AI, then the sheet is working for a few seconds, and it gives you all the people all the people who have investors ticket, and they say that they invest in AI. So this is what we did, and after people sign up, we get them in our basic newsletter platform, so we can work with them further, and not everybody is ready to buy right away, so we are trying to give interesting insights, resources, and not really pushing on sales, because once they are ready, they usually book the meeting with us. What we do is that we are looking at the count of like how often somebody is engaging with our content, and if there is somebody who is engaging very often and it's in our ideal customer profile, then we just reach out manually, and we try to take them on a meeting. So let's go back to lead speaker. I can see that we already have the leads scraped. So this is how it looks when you launch the robot for the first time. As you can see, so we have everything but the email. So if you want to get email, because email is the only part in the platform that costs you credits, because we need to pay 5 different providers to find the verified email, so it can't be unlimited like all the scraping and other features, because we need to basically pay the providers. So if you want email, you just click on this and confirm, and then the emails are being researched through different providers we are using. So often people ask if we are giving you email addresses from LinkedIn. The answer is no, because mostly these addresses on LinkedIn are personal. So if you use them, then you will really burn your domain. Instead, what we do is that we take the company name, the company domain that they have on LinkedIn, and we look for the work email that is verified. So as you can see, we got some results from the first provider. Now we are running it through other providers, and this is basically how it works. It's called waterfall enrichment. So yeah, so we got from a post, uh, uh, which was created by the robot, into a table like this. As you see, more emails are researched like this. And once you are done with the data, you can just set up your sequence here. So you can start from scratch, or you can just, copy some of the existing ones. So I can, for example, copy like this one. Okay, I have it here. And if you want to edit something, you can easily edit, you know, hello, first name, etc. So you can really play around and work on multiple steps. Once you can also choose from which email address you want to send this out. So with our platform, you can connect your whole team. So we don't charge for multiple seats. You can connect your whole company. You can connect as many LinkedIn accounts as you want, and you can always for the campaign decide which email and which LinkedIn account will be used, and then it all runs on autopilot. So, in a nutshell, we have many running campaigns. Like these ones are already sent for today, so they are just waiting for more people to like or comment my post. These are all from last week, so not that many people are liking it like 1 week later, but they are waiting. So the robot is scraping it once a day. Once the leads come in, then everything gets enriched and it goes into the sequence. So yeah, basically this is it in a nutshell. It's very efficient. It's not spamming random people who have no idea who you are. Instead, you are reaching out to people who already engage with your content, and they are um, very likely to jump on a call with you because you gave them some value instead of just cold mailing them and then hunting them down to jump on a meeting. So basically, this is our uh, well, this is the strategy that works for us the best right now. It's very efficient, very easy to set up, and yeah, this is bringing, I would say, 50% of all the meetings, and the other 50% is from people who don't like anything, don't comment anything, but they are actually looking. So there is still a lot of people who just don't like to comment anything. But if you look at my profile, so there is one interesting number, which is, yeah, this is last week. So last week there was almost 3,000 profile views. So that's all the people who who find interesting what you do, but they just don't like to comment or just engage with anything publicly, but they're interested. So for that, I have another robot which is monitoring all the people who visited your profile, and then because I don't want to send 3,000 connection requests to everybody. So what we do is that the robot it's scraping every day all the people who visited my profile, then only the ones that are my ICP, so the ones that have the ideal custom profile in terms of company size, geography, job title, etc. The ones are then being pushed to the sequence, and in the sequence, I'm sending connection request, and in the connection request, I ask them that I noticed that they look at my profile, and I asked what actually sparked the interest, and I'm getting the other half of meeting out of there because very often they tell me, yeah, I saw this whatever AI workflow. It's kind of interesting, so I was just checking this out. So I asked them, yeah, do you want me to send you the resource? And we start the interaction, and it sounds much more natural than yeah, just emailing everybody. Yes, Pratik, we have a question. Go ahead and
Hey,
ask.
hey, hey, Russell. Thank you so much for this demo. It was really
Mhm.
helpful. I have a question. So, for example, I'm a founder and I want to target people who are doing certain something, right? So, for example, right now I want to target sales heads at any organization who's facing an issue with, let's say, Salesforce. Someone who's saying something about Salesforce, some problem or something, and I want to target those. I necessarily don't have a viral post myself where people are commenting and I want to
Yeah.
reach out to them, right? I want to see people who are doing something on LinkedIn. So can that be done? And if
Yes,
that is done, how can that be done?
I will show you. So I'm sharing my screen again. Uh, so what you can do on LinkedIn is that you can search for any topic. So let's
Hmm.
do Salesforce, or maybe SFDC, which is what they use, right?
Hmm.
Uh, so this will show you, and you need to target actually posts, not people. So what you can do here is that by doing this, you can make a search which will show you all the posts with these keywords. So as you can see,
Sure.
we have here. Well, maybe I will actually sort this by latest.
Hmm.
So you can. So now every few actually seconds there is something about Salesforce on LinkedIn. So what you can do is that you can set up search like this. It's very simple. Then you can go back to lead speaker and set up a new robot. So I'll show you. So let's do a new robot. I will do a new project because it's a different message. So it's good to spread this into new projects. So LinkedIn,
Sure.
uh, Salesforce post monitoring. All right. So I create a new project. I'll choose robots as the source of leads, post tracker. But this time, so I don't know specific post. I don't even know the specific person, but I found some keywords on LinkedIn. So I will do this, and I'll copy this link. So if
Mm-hmm.
you copy this link, then what will happen is that the robot will revisit this link, and every few seconds the results are different as people post.
Got
So you can put the link here, and then the rest is the same. So almost the same. You can scrape everything, or you can narrow down and say relevant posts are about sales force CRM. This is the shortcut that they're using because there could be posts about Salesforce in and it could have other meaning. So you can really just
Yeah.
type down with plain words, and it helps you. This will pre-fail our predefined prompt. What we do is that we send it over to OpenAI and we ask, okay, is this post about Salesforce? Yes, no. And if yes, then the robot takes the post into account. If not, then it gets skipped. Again, what type of people are you looking for? So we can decide or type down who we want. So I'll just scrape everyone. When the post was sub published, and yeah, so this is important. For some use cases, you just want to take everybody, so all the people who engaged. So let me maybe show some of the bigger ones. So you can actually decide if you want to scrape everybody
Okay.
or or only the authors. Sometimes you want to reach out just to this guy Patrick, tell him that you saw his post and that's it. But sometimes you want to reach out to the people and tell them, yeah, just give them like, and tell them, hey, I saw that you like Patrick's post about Salesforce. That's the reason I'm reaching out. So you can do both, or it just you can decide if you want to scrape also the authors or not, and how many people who like your comment that you want to scrape. So let's keep it there, maybe like this. Let's go like 16 posts into 16 posts deep. So basically the outcome is the same. So I'll just do it like this, create robot, and then it starts working, and very soon you get the result in the very same format, like this. It has also the columns like this. So you can see the post content, and this is useful because then we can personalize with our magic columns. We can do something like this. Actually, we have even predefined prompt, so we can do. Uh,
Got it.
yeah, maybe I will just write it down. So let's call it personalization one, and I will use GPT here. So look at the input and finish a sentence starting with this prefix. Uh, I saw that you like um, uh, the post. Maybe let's do. I saw. I saw that you like the post about, and we ask AI to finish the sentence based on the context from the input. So here is the input, and the input is the post content. And I also would say uh, make sure that the outcome is max 16 words. So I don't like it to be too long. Let's click on the preview so I can see what the AI writes. So I saw that you like the post about AI powered research for enhanced networking outreach. Maybe that's way too long. So let's do 14. Let's try again. Yeah, power research for account tracking workflows. That's not bad. Click on submit, and what happens is that a new column gets created, and this column works as a variable field. So you can in your sequence, you can really edit here in the message. So hi, and then you can do what is the personalization here. I saw your post about blah blah
Got
blah.
it.
I saw that you liked something, and you can
Okay.
personalize all of that like this. Did this
Got it.
answer your question?
Yes, yes. So I have a couple of more questions. So,
Yeah,
how
go ahead.
how past in the history will this robot track? Because as we saw, as of today, there are millions of posts already about Salesforce. So, will it only track posts going forward, or will it also scrape posts which are already there?
No, you can scrape historically all the posts.
But
Or
how long? Like the historical, there might be like thousands and hundreds of thousands of posts, right? On sales
honestly,
on LinkedIn.
I'm not sure. So you can try scrolling down, but I think no, I think you get the 1 month because there is a filter past month. So I believe you get max 1 month back in the history.
Okay, but going forward, it'll keep tracking for as long as I run the robot.
Yeah, yeah. So it keeps tracking as long as the robot is running. So
And how often does the robot run? Like, can I specify the frequency, or does it run automatically every few seconds, every
no,
few
no,
minutes,
no.
every few hours?
Right now, we have the options once a day, once a free day, once a day,
Okay.
once every 3 days, one a week, one a month. But if you for whatever reason you want to run the robot, every few minutes, then you can launch it manually, or even if you are a little bit skilled with low code, you can do it with our API. So you can set up a cron which is shooting the robot more often. But that's more,
Got it.
the regular users don't need this.
No, but for my use case, let's say I want to scrape people who are talking about a certain topic, but I don't know the frequency, right? It may be like I don't know when a person is gonna post. I just want to monitor and track that person, or capture that post as soon as someone posts about it, but I don't know when. Maybe for 2 days someone doesn't post, or in a single day 1,000 people post. So I don't know the frequency myself. I just want the robot to work in such a way that it can track all such posts whenever they occur, right, in future. So
Yeah,
for that, what
yeah,
is the best setting?
yeah. We have this. You can do this with our API.
Okay.
It's again, this is not for the regular users, but for example, what I did is that I'm monitoring some influencers because I want to be, the first one who comments, because then your comment is kind of pinned to the post and everybody can see you. So I did this with some of the CEOs of like ZoomInfo, and then what happened is that the CEO of ZoomInfo reached out to me directly because and asked me, if they can license actually our data. It's so this is quite interesting. It's quite interesting
Got it.
strategy. We can do it. Now, if you would be interested in doing this, let me know because if you want to monitor somebody specifically, or if you want to just launch the robot every few seconds, minutes, yeah, that's doable with the API. If you want to trick somebody like every couple of minutes, then I would just need to deactivate data caching.
Okay.
Because we're trying to utilize our resources in
Okay.
an efficient way. But all of that is possible.
All right. Couple of more questions. So won't LinkedIn block the profile in this case? Like if you're monitoring, again. I saw in your
So,
post that you're not using personal profile or something, right? So
uh,
LinkedIn will not.
so I will explain. Uh, you can get easily blocked if you use your profile to scrape all the people. So if one post, if for example 100, 100 people who like, then you can then if you keep scraping it with some other tool like Phantom Buster, then what happens is that once you are scraping it, you are making visits on the profile and LinkedIn can block you. What's happening with us is that we just load the posts, but we don't use your account to scrape the people. We use our own infrastructure, so we keep your account safe.
God. And do we need N10 or something like that along with lead picker, or this is something?
So
Okay,
everything
this
what I'm
is
showing you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. But if you want to build something, if you have some idea what you want to build, then you can easily use all the technology that is that are built in the lead speaker, like to scrape the polls or anything, and put it into your workflow and build something different.
got it. Okay, got it. Cool. Oh yeah, I'd like to try
Cool.
it. You mentioning about some credits. I think I'm the only one that's remaining. Wow. You
Yeah,
mentioned
yeah,
about some
yeah.
credits, right?
I
I would
will.
like to
I
understand how.
will. I'm going to upload it right away. So if you sign up, I will do it right away. And yeah, looking forward to your feedback. And thanks for staying here with us during Thanksgivings.
No,
Yeah,
no, my
so
pleasure.
happy.
So,
Yeah. So
same here. How do I access it? Sorry, you mentioned you're gonna upload. Where do I see? Will you be sending an email
have
or
you
what?
signed up already?
Where? On the website, on the portal, on the
Yeah, yeah.
product?
Go to
I
lead
think I did. I think I did.
speaker.
I'm not
So I
completely
will.
sure.
Yeah. So I will. So here is the link again. So
Where do
here
I
is the
see it?
link.
Sorry.
And yeah, I just put it to the chat. So
Okay.
I will upload the credits manually into your
Okay.
account.
But
All
do,
right.
do you know my email ID? Like how will you know my email ID? Do you want me to tell you the email
Have you
ID?
signed up under your name?
Yeah, Pratik Agrawal.
Okay.
Yes,
So let
it's the same
me
name. Like
check.
I have two email IDs. I'm not sure which one I use. Let me quickly check. I'll just
So
tell you.
so
I have.
I see pratik.agarwal60@gmail.com.
Yeah, that is mine.
All right. So I'm adding credits. So yeah, go ahead, test it out, play around with the tool, and let us know. And thanks again
Sure,
for staying here.
definitely.
Already like 30 minutes after our time has
No, no,
got.
definitely. Thank you so
Thanks a
much.
lot
I
and thank you for the
really,
questions.
yeah.
All
Thank you,
right,
thank you. Love the demo. Thank you so much.
all
Bye.
right. Bye.